partisans. Getting ready for Croatia. Greetings, I'm outside, well, very near the town of Karlovac in Croatia at the moment. Really bit of a weird day, not a particularly successful day so far, because we stayed last night near a thermal spa town. I think it was called Toplice, I think it was the name of it, in southern Slovenia, because Tom wanted to go to the thermal baths. Not the most successful. It chucked it down. The van was kind of wet and damp. And then we just got settled down for the night, and then this woman told us we couldn't park there, we had to move, so we had to find a lay-by nearby where we did sleep, and that was all okay, and it was bright and sunny when we got up. We went to the thermal baths. They were quite pleasant. The water was very nice and drinkable, but there wasn't any saunas, and to me the water wasn't hot enough. But there were slides and stuff for the kids, so that was nice. But then we moved on. I was hoping today to get to the coast of Croatia, and maybe even to see Zadar. If we get to the coast, I'll be lucky, I think, at the moment, because there's been horrific traffic jams. I think everybody's got the same idea. They all want to get to the coast. It is a Saturday, that's probably why. So I made a bit of a bold decision for stop going on the motorways, which are toll roads anyway, and to just be stuck in a traffic jam, and I took the back roads. So I went through the town of Karlovac and then through this village which is called Toranje, and just saw this museum by the side of the road, and I thought, what's that? And it's a museum all about the Yugoslavian wars, the Croatian War of Independence, and this was one of the fiercest spots in the fighting. Now essentially, if you look at a map of Croatia, there's kind of a bit across the top, which is Istria, and a bit down the side, which is Dalmatia, and a thin bit where they meet, and this is the thin bit. So it would make sense to attack here if you were the Yugoslavians or the Serbs, however you want to term them. And also in this area there used to be a lot of Serbs, and this is where they wanted to set up their Srpska Krajina, their little Serbian sub-state. And so there was very, very fierce fighting here in this place. And to commemorate it, they built this museum, all focused on that building over there, which is now kind of covered in a kind of glass thing. And I think that was a barracks that was part of very fierce fighting, which is why they've chose this. The museum is extremely nationalistic in tone. I didn't feel that comfortable walking around it. I don't like nationalism anyway, and the Croats were certainly no saints, which is probably why I'm standing a bit away from them as I make this video. Although, of course, undoubtedly they were subjected to some pretty horrific stuff from the Serbs as well. But it's very, very one-sided. But it is interesting. I've seen other stuff about the Yugoslavian wars, particularly in Bosnia, so it is interesting to see another side of it. And there is this pretty impressive array of weaponry and stuff. We've got over there, there's a Sherman tank, you know, left over from World War II, I suppose. And then we've got, you know, some old Soviet stuff that the Yugoslavian army had. And then here, these are actually self-made armoured cars. So there's a truck under there, there's a tractor under that furthest one. And I think they're quite cool. And we've got these ruined buildings as well. So yeah, it's quite a nice place. It's quite well done, so long as you can cope with the extreme nationalism, which is something that I struggle with. So we're going to finish looking around here and then go on. Hopefully get to the coast today. Please God, yes. Because time does tick over onwards. We're hoping to be in Albania on the 6th at the latest, ideally the 5th, and it is the 3rd today, so we don't have a lot of time. So it will probably be the 6th in Albania, and that's given us 2 days to race down the coast, which I didn't want to do. I am a bit pissed off about, you know, faffing around with these thermal baths, but there's 2 people, you've got to do what everybody wants. But I do want to go and see Split and hopefully Zadar as well. And then it's through Croatia, through Montenegro, which is not very big, and then Albania. So that's it for now. Keep travelling. Greetings. So we didn't get to the coast today, as I thought we might not, but instead Tom had an idea that we should stop at a campsite if we saw one, which I've taken up, and I have to say it was a really good one. And we just went along until we found a sign. We came here. It's an absolutely gorgeous place by a river. There's canoes that they let you use for free, and we've had a little bit of a game of cricket and tried to dry the clothes unsuccessfully, and just cleaned the van out and chilled out, and it's really nice. And I think that's probably what we've been missing on the whole trip, was a bit of chilling out time, because we've just been going just so many places. I mean, this is like day 9. Weirdly, still think we've got about 15 days left, so we're not even halfway through, but feels like we've been on the road forever. But it's but you know, it's like, it is a gorgeous little spot. This is over there's a few Czech bikers and quite a few local tourists, and they're cooking some barbecues and stuff, and it's run by the most chilled out guy ever. He's really nice, and he showed us where we can fill up our water. The water, I have to say, tastes very nice. He assured us this is what he drinks all the time, but it looks kind of dodgy and milky. In fact, what I'll do, I'll show you the bottle of the water. Something else that looks dodgy is Thomas. There we are, look at that. That is the water. He says that's really good to drink. To be fair, I've probably drank a couple of litres of it, and it is really nice. And I'm guessing that's minerals in there, but it doesn't look good. But then, you know, well, it kind of does, but it doesn't taste like it. And I do know, I've drank canal water. Yeah, I fell in the canal, didn't I? So yeah. Fell in a canal and drank canal. But yeah, so that's where we are tonight. We're still over 100 kilometers, I think about 120 maybe, from Split. We want to go to Zadar first, so what I'm hoping to do is wake up early in the morning, get going, go to Zadar for an hour or so, then get on to Split. Split's what we really want to see. It's Diocletian's palace, one of the Roman emperors, his palace, and then when he died or whatever, they built a city inside, like people occupied the palace and built a city inside. So I've always wanted to see that. Apparently it's really, really worth seeing. So yeah, we'll see that, and then on to Albania via Dubrovnik. I don't know if I'll have time to stop there. I've been before, but Montenegro. So going to go through the Bay of Kotor, which is amazing. I've seen that before. Up the zigzag road to Chitinje, and then Podgorica, then through to Ulcinje and Shkodra, where I'm hoping to see my friend Mariam, and then hoping to do a side trip to Theth, which is a beautiful mountain village in Albania. And then go on to Durrësi, which is the port. I've been there before. It's got a nice Roman amphitheatre. And then across the Med to Italy for the second half. So that's what's coming up. But in the meantime, we're just chilling in Croatia. and it's great.